Yes, so let's look at our schedule today.
We reach you through both Facebook and YouTube. If you have migration or education or study in Australia or New Zealand related question, this opportunity is for you to ask in a public forum any question that you may have. So we would like to share our experience and our knowledge towards that questions during the lifetime. If the question is too private, and if you need more time to study further and give you further information, then we probably invite you to come on a scheduled meeting with us with no additional fees for you. So it's a totally free of charge meeting with you. So if you have any questions, don't delay your question. Talk to us. And in the meantime, for you to be notified every time we go live and get to know about it live, I suggest you hit that subscribe button in YouTube or like button in or follow button in Facebook, so it notifies you every time we come alive. And
right. So we have some new exciting dates coming, events coming. I think Isuru have the dates with him.
We've been organizing pretty good open days for Latam market for you to come and talk to us in person, share our knowledge, and an opportunity for us to give you answers and show you the right path in migration and education. So we had a very good day on 21st of October, and there is another one coming on first week of December. Stay tuned. This is in our Brisbane office. If you have any question, bring it along and come by, say hello, and ask any question. This doesn't cost you anything, but we are pumped up with a lot of answers for your questions, or we are here to demystify any of your doubts during these sessions. And the next one, we had an awesome day at Toowoomba again. We were able to help many of our Toowoomba-based clients. They've been ongoing clients for us. So again, if you'd like to join us for the event in Toowoomba, come and see us. Next one is on, I think, 28th of November at the Toowoomba Library. We'll be there in person, and it doesn't cost you anything. It's a free of charge. Shadgunya, when's your next one? On 28th of November. But if you have a question that you have to want to get an answer, feel free to just call beforehand. We can answer you beforehand, or we can see us in person on 28th. Melbourne, here we come on 21st of November. So we've got many bookings already. So to see us personally, if you'd like to talk to us in person, Melbourne especially, because we've got so many appointments already, please book your slot. Talk to Anthony. He's such a nice young man, and he will keep your time. And again, this one doesn't cost you anything. It's free of charge. We are there to share our knowledge. So come and see me, see Ashani.
I'm going to Melbourne. How nice.
We got Yogesh, Anthony, so all of us are going to be there. So we look forward to meet you there. I think our office is in Collins Street. So you can see it in the website. So,
yeah, so that is Toowoomba, Melbourne, Brisbane office. Lots of opportunities to come see your migration agents face to face.
Or if you need someone local and you're not around, these are our offices. You can always come and see us in any of these offices. Sri Lanka, you got 2 at the moment. Australia 2, Port Moresby, New Zealand, Auckland. Rachel's there, so you can talk to her in person. South Korea, Seoul, you can talk to Mr. and Miss Kim. Colombia, what's her name? Sarah's friend.
All right. So that's about the events that we have coming up. All right. Now let's look at the most happiest part of our job: visa grants.
So we are sharing all this so that we gather all the crowd who wanted to be here, so everyone complains you guys started too early, whatever. So yeah,
All right. So we have this is a offshore partner visa for one of our clients. The client was from Sri Lanka, I believe, and the applicant or the sponsor is from Australia, an Australian, and married to a person in Sri Lanka. In that way, they could apply for an offshore partner visa, which means the main applicant stays in Sri Lanka during the process. It can be any country, not just Sri Lanka. So if you are an Australian citizen or a permanent resident, this is an opportunity or this is a visa option for you to bring your loved ones to Australia. So that's that. And then the next one would be 485 visa. This is a graduate visa for anyone who studies in Australia for 2
Post-study
years
work
or
visa.
more. You are eligible to, most of them, you are eligible to apply for a post-study work visa or a graduate work visa. So this is one of them granted. Right now, there's about 2 months processing time for 485 visas. And the next one would be, we have few student visa grants.
Quite a lot.
Yes, so we are just talking about two. We have one from Colombia and one from.
That's only for this one. So this.
Yeah, so that's the Colombian student visa grant. Again, we do many student visas if you are interested in, or if you know anyone who's offshore wanting to come to Australia to study. Lots of countries change their assessment level.
Yeah, there's been a favorable assessment level upgrade to many countries: India, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Bangladesh, Pakistan. The subcontinent's been uplifted in many ways. So there's so many opportunities. Sri Lanka's been named level 1, which is very good, and there's a lot of incentives towards that for genuine students to come. We hope it's going to continue the same way, and everyone in the industry is playing the same right game, and then advise the students the proper pathway so they'll continue to be there. And there's few 186 visa grants, 494 visa grants. 186 visa is the
employer nominated direct permanent residency. You need an employer to nominate you for this visa. One of the best visas Australia has to offer from my point of view, because applicant directly gets the permanent residency. Employer also gets few years commitment from the applicant as well. So it's a win-win situation from what I think.
186 is the end of the tunnel to permanent residency if you were to go through the employer nominated scheme. A lot of people ask how to get to permanent residency in Australia. If we were to put aside national innovative visa, family visas, etc., for an individual to get to permanent residency, there's two major pathways. One is general skill migration, the other one is employer nominated scheme. General skill migration usually is the point tested one. You probably know all about it. You need to be below 45, have to have skills assessment, compete in English and skills migration, and then you compete with the rest of the world for that occupation with that nomination in 3 of the subclasses, 189, 190, and 491. In the meantime, employer nominated scheme is a really good pathway for qualified individuals to get to permanent residency in Australia.
The catch is you need an employer.
Yes, there's no need of going through a point test. In majority of the cases, unless your occupation requires so, your English requirement is complete in English, which is IELTS 6 in each band or equivalent. So 186 is the permanent residency through that pathway. So 186 has 3 different pathways. Majorly, if you have compete in English, 3 years work experience and skills assessment, you could go for 186 direct entry should your employer support you to do so. Otherwise, you could go through a 482 program for a couple of years. You only have to have 1 year work experience plus your relevant qualification to get to 482. Staying 482 work visa, temporary skill, they call it skill in demand at the moment, visa for 2 years, and then apply to 186 under TRT. If you go that in that pathway, you don't necessarily require to have a skills assessment. Again, this visa is only up to 45. If you're beyond 45, you still have pathways. Then you need to have you have to be beating the money the Australian high income threshold, or you have to be in a Dharma program or a labor agreement program. It sounds complicated, but that's what we are here for. We are here to simplify the process for you and take the stress out of you and explain you the pathway. And if you like to get any support, or if you're willing to sponsor some foreign employees, feel free to give us a bell, and we'll explain the process and walk you through this process much easier and guide you through the process in a quite streamlined manner.
Yeah, so we've got a nomination approval as well. I actually want to talk about this one. A lot of people talk about self-sponsorship. So for one of which means like you're sponsoring yourself or you're sponsoring a close family member, and a lot of people are scared to do that. Migration agents sometimes don't even want to touch those cases. But here is a grant which proves otherwise. A sponsorship of your own brother through an employer-nominated visa. We have the nomination and also we have the visa grant. So it is not impossible to nominate yourself or nominate your own family for a work visa, but we need to pay extra attention to or make the case extra
You need to have a proper business case.
To justify that they are simply not utilizing this program to bring their family member over. It is a genuine case. So again, very happy with this outcome. Without even a further information request, the nomination and the visa both were granted. Very happy clients.
The funds been drafted by professionals in the right way, and they've done a great job doing a decision-ready application. Hence, no further requests being come through. But
professional is right here.
but the good thing is, it's not a circumventive way to come around or breach visa policy or regulation. It's mostly a good business case, put down in the right manner.
Yeah.
So being honest in a visa application is very important, and it rewards you more than you try to jeopardize otherwise.
Yeah. And we have 494 grant for family member, and then we have another student visa. That's a standard student visas. Yeah.
That's for the last week. And then what we don't have right there is the citizenship approvals as well that came through.
Yeah.
If you're a permanent resident or you've been a permanent resident for a while, you might be eligible to apply for citizenship application, and we can guide you through that process as well.
And sometimes if you're a New Zealand citizen living in Australia, you could also be eligible for Australian citizenship. So it's worth finding out.
This is a question that we've been waiting to talk to you about. Janice Thomas, thank you so much for your question. Yes, Australia doesn't have a business visa program. The question is it better to apply for an Australian business visa or a New Zealand business visa?
Simple answer.
Unless you have an application for 188 business visa stream, you cannot apply for a business visa unless you go through a national innovative stream, but it's quite complicated. It's not a straightforward. It's not a business visa per se for any business to come and operate in Australia. Whereas the Australian New Zealand business visa is quite open, and Ashani was waiting to give you some information about it in detail. I think maybe rather than delaying, let's talk about the business visa.
The entrepreneur work visa in New Zealand is closed to new applicants. However, they are introducing a new visa called Business Investor Visa. It's coming on 24th of November. this year. This is actually directed to attract individuals who have business experience, business running experience, or who are in director or high level management of large businesses.
First year senior managers.
Yeah. So if you want to go to the next slide, Mario. Yeah. So the key requirement of the business investor visa, there's two pathways. First is investing 1 million New Zealand dollars into buying an existing business, a business that has been running for at least 5 years. With this pathway, after 3 years, you can apply for permanent residency, given that you run that business successfully. The second pathway is the fast track pathway, where you need to invest $2 million into buying an existing business in New Zealand. So both of these pathways, to go through that, applicant needs to meet certain criteria as well. You need to be under 55 years old. You need to have functional English. You need to have business running experience for at least 3 years in a business that has either 1 million turnover or have 5 employees. Or you need to be in a top management of a business that has 5 employees plus 5 million New Zealand dollar worth of turnover in any country. As long as applicant has this capacity, plus applicants show that they have access to $1 million to buy the business, or the 2 million, or extra 500,000 plus extra $500,000 as settlement funds, they can be eligible for this visa. It is a brand new visa. New Zealand government is also going through this test phase, so I think there will be some quick, good opportunities and grants in the initial phase of this visa. So if you are the right candidate, I think this is a great time to start the conversation to apply for this visa. I have big hopes for this visa. We are thinking of really giving the information out to people in certain countries about this visa, so you can look forward to receiving this information. This is open to all the passport. It doesn't have anything to do with where you come from, as long as you can meet the criteria.
We have had many years of great experience and knowledge with 188 business visa stream in Australia. We have many business visa clients to come to Australia and establish their businesses. For rightful eligible clients. So we think this is a very good opportunity for people who's wanting to establish themselves in New Zealand in coming years. And what's different now from the previous program is previously there was no mandatory requirement for English, and there was no proper age barrier for 55, and also now there is a requirement for 1 million. It was not there earlier, so before it gets too late, or
they've restructured in a really good way to attract the right people to benefit both New Zealand as well as the applicant. So
there's many benefits comes with it.
A really good.
You could come with your family. You could, your kids can go to New Zealand schools, and it doesn't cost you anything if you were to go into public schools. Your partner can work full time in a different business or different settlement while you're running your business, and you get a full freedom. You don't have to do any other studies or spend anything else. You can focus on your business and grow that business. And New Zealand being a developing country and so close to Australia, and that support us also.
Yeah. All right. So Manish Kumar is saying, I got my invitation on 21st of August. I applied for police clearance. VFS Sydney on 2nd of September, but still not received in my city. How much it takes to process? Okay, Manish, have you applied for the visa yet? Or do you still have the invitation and waiting for your police clearance? Because to apply for the visa, you don't need the police clearance. If you haven't applied for the visa, I highly recommend you to lodge the visa, and then you can worry about the police clearances later, because you will not get a refusal simply because you don't have the police clearance. Immigration will come back to you and ask. And even if
Just
it's
submit your
delayed,
essay.
you can easily explain that it is delayed. I am still waiting for this. So, I think the most important thing is to get your visa application in.
On time, because you have a limited time to apply for the visa.
All right, what's next?
So,
I actually want to talk about one other visa subclass before we finish. That is the subclass 400. Interesting visa. A visa a lot of people don't know about. A visa a lot of people are not using from my experience. It is like a work visa, but only for short periods or for special projects. Subclass 400 is highly special talent for employers to bring people with highly skilled, how do I say it, highly skilled occupation talents to come to Australia for short term.
short-term project.
The maximum the visa can be granted for is up to 6 months. If it is 3 months or less, it's quite easy. But when it's extended over 3 months, you need to have a extensive business case. Isuru's recently got a visa granted for a 6 months period as well. So the best thing about this visa is it's got very quick turnaround times. Normally for a 482 186, you have to wait for months. But 400 normally, I think one of my clients got the visa in 2 days' time.
Yeah, it's normally 48
Very,
hour turnaround
very
time. So
fast.
for a proper business case, in this visa it's simple, but it's simple for a good business case.
Yes.
You need to have proper business case why you need this person. It could be someone coming from China, or it could be someone coming from South Africa for a short-term project, but they specialize in what they're doing. And they not usually be readily available in Australia, or they have some deep expertise, or they know they're experts for that matter within your subject scope. So,
But I also think when you say highly specialist talent, people think it's going to be like rocket scientists, engineers. No, it could be a chef who has that special knowledge to redesign a menu for a restaurant relaunch, for example. So
it could be a lawn grower who specializes into a certain turf, into a golf course.
Yeah.
So it could be it's not rocket scientist or anyone as such all the time. It could be a land surveyor who's specialized into certain geo measurement skills, etc. too. So
So we would love to see more people utilizing this visa because we believe it's a quick solution for employers who are struggling with skilled labor in Australia.
And the good thing about this visa is when you come in a business tourist visa, the problem is you're not supposed to be paying mostly as a wage. But with this 400 visa, allows you to pay the candidate who's coming to Australia for their services. So that can be a proper paid job for a short term. But the visa's intention is for a specific short term project to do it and go back.
That's right. All right, Manish has answered my question and saying yes, he's lodged the visa. That's great news. So don't worry too much about the police clearance. It will come. I know sometimes it can take a bit longer, but you are safe as long as you have lodged it. If you want, you can attach your lodgement notice in the IMI account just to let immigration know that you have applied for this. That way you'll be perfectly safe, and good luck with your application. All right, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for listening and for all your questions. And if you can think of any topics that we can talk about in the next session, please let us know. Please email us, please comment. That way we can address your concerns in the next live session.
Don't forget the trick-or-treating tomorrow. Happy Halloween to everyone. And stay blessed, and see you in a couple of weeks, or see you in person in Brisbane office, Toowoomba or Melbourne in coming weeks. timing is very bad because of the